In family law, juveniles are generally entitled to the same constitutional due process protections as adults when the proceedings against them may result in confinement or punishment. But what if a state detains a juvenile before trial because it thinks that there is a serious risk that the juvenile may commit another criminal act? Does this detention violate a juvenile's constitutional rights? The United States Supreme Court considered this question in Schall v. Martin. In December of 1977, 14-year-old Gregory Martin was arrested in New York. He was later charged with robbery, assault, and criminal possession of a weapon. At his initial appearance in family court, there was evidence that Martin was in possession of a loaded weapon, provided police with a false address, and committed the crime late at night. The judge then ordered that Martin be preventively detained because there was a serious risk that Martin may commit another criminal act before trial. This preventive pretrial detention was permitted under the circumstances, based on a section of the New York Family Court Act. Subsequently, Martin filed a habeas corpus class action in federal district court against Helen Schall, Commissioner of New York City's Department of Juvenile Justice, on behalf of himself and other juveniles preventively detained. In the action, Martin and others sought a declaratory judgment that the act violated their due process rights. Following trial, the court found that pretrial detention under the act violated due process and ordered that all class members held in custody be released. Schall appealed to the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, which affirmed. Specifically, the Court of Appeals held that the act was administered so that the pretrial detention of juveniles amounted to punishment without sufficient proof of guilt. Schall appealed to the United States Supreme Court.